Hey guys, it's Kelsey. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to refill your empty CO2 canisters for your Ninja Thirsti Drink System or your SodaStream. As you know, these canisters are quite expensive, so refilling them yourself at home can save you a lot of money. Now, before I show you what you need to purchase and the actual process to do that, I want to show you my setup that I have for my Ninja Thirsti Drink System right behind me. If you just look at it, you probably don't notice, but behind it I have a 5-pound CO2 canister that is connected directly to the drink system, and that way I don't have to actually refill these smaller bottles. But the downside with that is you have to have a canister on your counter or wherever you keep it, and it's not the most aesthetic thing to have in your kitchen, and maybe you just don't even have the space to do that. So if that is not an option for you, you can refill these individually, but I at least wanted to show you that this is also an option, and I will pull this out so you can get a better view. Okay, so here is the canister, and there is this tube here which goes into your door, and I have actually drilled a hole so I don't have that much of this like hanging out, but it works really well, and I've actually made a video showing how to do all this and what to buy, and that is linked in the description. So again, that is an option, but if this is not what you want to do, the other option would be to fill these small ones individually. So that is what I'm going to show you how to do. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to show you what you need to buy and the process to refill these canisters. So first of all, you're going to need to purchase a large CO2 canister. This is a 5-pound canister. You can go bigger than that if you want to, but you definitely need one, and you can get those on Amazon. Now they ship to you with no CO2 in them. So you first need to find out if you have somewhere locally where you can exchange your tank, because you're going to buy a nice brand new shiny one off Amazon, and you're going to take it somewhere and they're going to give you a yucky one like this that is filled. But you need to find out if you have that locally. Where I live, it's air gas, and it costs $15 to fill this 5-pound canister, but definitely do that first before you buy anything. But you're going to need to buy a canister, and then you're also going to need to buy this adapter, and those are the only two things that you need. Now, alternately, there's an option where there's a hose. I decided just to go for this because I figure a hose is just another area for CO2 to get lost and you're just kind of wasting it. But that's another option if you're interested in that. But anyway, just these two things, and of course you need your empty canister. And one trick is to put your empty canister in the freezer overnight. When it's cold, it just happens to fill a lot easier. And you also want to make sure it's truly empty. And to do that, you just push this little button here. I'm not going to do it, but you would just push this, and any gas that is still in it would come out, because you want it to be completely empty before you try and fill it. So this one I'm going to set aside. The one that I'm actually going to use, I'm going to take out of the freezer. All right, so I just got this out of the freezer, and I'm going to actually weigh it because this is empty. So when it's empty, it should be about this is 1.9. So sometimes it's like 1.8, but this one is 1.9. And when it's full, it should be 2.8. So we want to know that information, because as you're filling it, you don't know really if it's full or not. So you don't want to overfill it. So anyway, to get started, you are going to attach your adapter to your canister. Gotta use the right end. You can tighten this with a wrench or pliers if you need to, but I think it's pretty good. Then you're going to take your empty canister and you're going to attach that. It's really cold. Okay, it's on there pretty tight. So one weird thing, most of these CO2 canisters do not have a siphon tube inside of them. This one does not. I doubt you would get one from air gas or wherever. So in order to fill this most efficiently, you need to fill it upside down, which gets a little awkward. Now they do make these little collars that go on here that would hold this for you nicely, but Airgas didn't have any for this size. So you need to turn it upside down, and then it might help to have someone help you, but if you don't have anyone to help you, you're gonna have to just take one hand to hold it and this hand to actually move this. So once you kind of have it, you're going to turn this and you should hear gas. Okay, you can definitely hear that. Okay, so I'm gonna check it.
No. Flip it back over.
Oh. And you have to turn this here to let any gas out. I don't know. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so the gas is out. So now you can take this off. I'm just gonna weigh it and see how much I put in there. Probably not that much. So remember, it was 1.9 and now it's 1.12. So I didn't put that much in there. So you need to keep filling. I just got nervous. It sounded weird. Okay, so it is at 2.6 right now. 2.8 would be totally full, but it didn't really seem like it was doing anything toward the end there. And I think it's because it got too warm. So at this point, I could put it back in the freezer, and if it got colder, then I could fill it up to the fullest, or I could just call it good at 2.6. That's kind of your call. But anyway, that is the process. And then if you have more empty, you know, you could just keep doing it, or you could just do it as needed, however you prefer. All right, so now you've seen, you know, 2 options to save money on your CO2 for your Ninja Thirsti Drink System, and everything you need to do each option is linked in the description, and my previous video where I have this connected to this, that's also in the description. So please let me know if you have any questions, and I will try and help you guys. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.